wonderful shows this summer, including wonderfully playing the dastardly Lord Angelo in the Apprentice show Measure for Measure. Please welcome Alex Adrian Johnson.
Welcome all to this beautiful building. My name is Alex Johnson. I'm originally from Rochester, New York, Western New York State. That is where I hail from. And now I'm here in the beautiful Hudson Valley doing this wonderful Shakespeare Festival. And we've had a great summer this season here at the Hudson Valley Shakespeare Festival. We had 3 wonderful main stage shows. We've had the Apprentice show, which we did some good work in, and then we've had the wonderful In Process series, which has been a great collection of new works, so it's been really fun. And for me, it's been a personal great summer because I've actually lost quite a bit of weight. I don't know if you can tell. And you know, I have no one to thank for my wonderful weight loss this summer, but the Hudson Valley Shakespeare Festival. It's been one, because they're the ones that just really been so gracious and so thoughtful enough to really always make sure that I never quite have enough money to eat. Don't get me wrong, I'm very gracious. I mean, I don't mean to bite a hand that barely feeds me. I'm just saying I really appreciate what they've done. So, and, you know, it's not because I've been exercising. I've never really been one to exercise. Even growing up, the things I would be doing as a kid, things like fishing or I golfed, and anything really that involved me standing still for a few hours or riding on a motorized cart all day. Those were the kind of things I was really into. And that fact, combined with the fact that my parents never taught me anything about portion control when it comes to eating, it really helped develop me into the unhealthy lifestyle you see before. So, one thing my mom, for instance, used to do when we were growing up, she used to do almost all of our family grocery shopping at the local BJ's Wholesale Food Club. So almost all of our grocery items were bought in very large bulk quantities, which is great. We have a family of 5. It was me, my twin sisters, and my parents. And we'd go through things like bread, milk, butter, eggs, buy those in bulk, great, we'd go through them. But certain items I didn't really quite understand why we would have to buy in bulk, such as, and I'm sure some of you have seen this, the water cooler jug-sized thing of mayonnaise. This is a lot of mayonnaise, and she used to buy this. I'm not even sure, I wish I was joking. And that's great if you're planning on feeding sandwiches to a cafeteria full of veterans or something, but now you just have a family of 5. Like, you need a large amount of people to eat that amount of mayonnaise. And it made simple tasks for me very daunting. Like, for instance, coming home from school, if I were to make a sandwich, what should be a very simple process turned out to be something very difficult. Now, I'll kind of go through my process here. I would get home from school, and I would walk to the fridge, double loaf of bread, and just undo the twist tie. That's what you would use to tie a boat to a dock with. Let's see, here's the whole pig. Put it in a butcher slicer. Right? There's that wheel of Swiss. Okay. I'll keep the lumber racks to it. All right, and then it's time for the condiment. And now the trick with this is you really got to get a good footing. So, all right, you grab the top. Once you pass that first turn, then it just cuts off. And if you think you're going in there with the butter knife, you've got to think again. You go to the garage and grab the snow shovel, and you got to re-get your footing on that jar of mayonnaise. And if this thing's down to some of its last bit of mayonnaise, you could be shoulder deep. You have the amount of mayonnaise you need, slather that on. And then you have your after-school snack. And that's my process. And don't get me wrong, I love ham sandwiches. But that was a lot of effort to go through for this. And it got me to a point where I needed to do something to rebel against my parents. I was sick of making sandwiches that way. I was sick of having friends come over and ask where the rest of the children are. So I decided I would rebel. And I didn't do it in the ways that maybe other kids would, by smoking a cigarette behind the dumpster or smoking a little grass down the street. I would be going grocery shopping on my own. I would go to the food mart, and I'd be going down the aisles making sure my parents or their friends weren't around. Go down all the aisles, I would, an 8-ounce jar of peanut butter. That's like doll food. And I'd get up to the front and, I'd get wrung out, and then I'd have to go home and hoard my food away in the room so the parents didn't see it. And I remember there was one time that I was doing this. I was, shopping on my own. And I don't know if you've seen these, but sometimes when you go to the store, they will ask you if you want to throw an extra $1 or $2 on for some disease or whatever. And they'll give you something decorative to write your name on, to slap above the counter, to show you care or what have you. And I remember one time I was going down the aisle, and there was this really sweet older lady behind the counter, and she wrung out all my stuff, and I handed her my debit card to cash out. And in the sweetest little voice, she was just like, "Would you like to add $1 for cancer?" And I was a 17-year-old student working at the Boston market making less than minimum wage. I probably could have afforded the $1, but at the time it wasn't the most crucial thing in my life. So I, very politely, I wasn't rude about it. I said, "No, not today. Thank you, though." "But it's for cancer, don't you?" I know, I'm definitely wrong. I'm not pro-cancer. I'm very much against. Those people, they're dying from cancer. Please, give $1. They're dying from cancer. You're right. I guess I could. And I already have anxiety disorders, and this is sending me through the roof. I just want to get out of this store with my baby food peanut butter and a small loaf of bread. And so I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's great. Throw $1 on, and I will do it for cancer. Thank you. And then that was great. And she slides me the little blue star, and I write my name on it and slap it above the checkout counter. And what's great about nowadays is thinking back on that moment. If I ever get to that situation again, I don't even have to worry about trying to come up with an excuse why not to give $1, because I can just say simply, "You want an extra $1 from me? You don't understand. I work for the Hudson Valley Sheriff."